Hey guys, how are you all? I hope you all are doing fine. This is Sheetal. Welcome back to my channel. So friends, when I started gardening, how I used to buy plants, I will tell you. I used to go to the nursery, I used to choose plants, I used to choose a few decorative planters, maybe ceramic or plastic, whichever I like, I used to choose them, and I used to ask nursery person to repot my newly bought plants into those decorative planters, which used to make a lot of damage to my plants, and because of that my few of my plants died. They didn't do better. They went in a repotting shock, because it's like repotting plus new place. That was a huge shock for my plants, and they used to die. They used to never do better. Actually, I'm not going to talk about repotting much today, because I have made a proper video about repotting. You can go and check on my channel, it's there. So what I'm going to talk today is what kind of material, what kind of pots you should use for your plants. I have learned this over the period of time, over the period of experience. I have experienced things, I have started learning more about plants, and now I understand what kind of material you should use for your plants. And today in this video I am going to compare two types of materials. One is not this one, this is the cover pot. Oh, come out. One material is plastic, and other material I'm going to talk about is terracotta. So I'm going to talk about the pros and cons of both the materials in detail, but not to miss any point, I have made a list of those points. I'm going to carry it with me. So let's start with the pros of plastic pots. First important point is plastic is very much lightweight material. If you are a person like me who carries all the plants at one place while watering it, and once the water drains off, put it back at its place, you keep on moving your plants, then plastic is your answer. You can you can keep your plants in plastic pots, which is very much lightweight, and it makes your job easier to carry them at different places. And I keep on shuffling my plants, so it becomes easier for me to carry and shuffle the plants when they are in plastic pots. And most of the times what I do is I lift the pot and I check with the weight of the pot whether the soil is completely dry or not. This pot, when I water this plant, it becomes very heavy for me to lift. But now this is pretty much light. That means this plant is getting thirsty and it needs water soon. So plastic pots are very much helpful in telling that. You just lift them and you can understand whether your plant is thirsty with the weight of soil, whether your plant is thirsty or not. With the weight of soil, you can just recognize that. Second most important thing is plastic is very much cheap. Plastic pots come in cheap rate, and it becomes very much cost effective, and it doesn't make a big hole on your pocket. If you are a plant loving person, you love buying plants, then plastic is your answer. Because plastic, if you are buying tons of plants, then you don't have to pay much on their pots. And most of the times we get plastic pots with the plant which we buy from nursery, we can reuse them. If you are underwater, when it comes to watering, either you are underwater or heavy water. If you are underwater, then plastic pots are best for you, because plastic, it doesn't have any pores on the surface. Only water drains out from is its drainage holes, whatever drainage holes it has, and evaporation from the top layer of the soil. That's the only two ways plastic can throw out the moisture from it. So if you are underwater, then it's the best material to use, because plastic can retain moisture for longer time, and you don't have to water your plants frequently. You might have so many plants at your home. Few of them are humidity loving plants. They love moist soil, they love high humidity, they thrive in high humidity. you can plant such plants in plastic pots because plastic retains moisture for longer time. So if you have calithias or any prayer plant which thrive in high moisture, high humidity, then you can plant these plants in plastic pots. They are going to thrive, they are going to do well in plastic pots rather than terracotta pot. I made that mistake. In my past, I planted a few calithias like Rosea picta rosea, then Medallion. I planted them in terracotta pot and I suffered a lot with them. I had to cut off all the leaves because they got dried. Now I have shifted them in plastic pots and they are doing good now. Then another thing is you get plastic pots in different colors, different shapes, different patterns. You get so many varieties of plastic pots. With them you can decorate your house with different colors, patterns and styles. You can style your home with those plastic plants. But I'm the person, I'm not bothered about look of the pots. I love my plants in terracotta. So most of the times I use terracotta, and when terracotta starts gathering patina over it, it gives a rustic jungle-like natural feel, and I just love that. So I don't go for plastic pots when it comes to look. I don't bother with the look of the plants or look of the pot. So now let's talk about the cons of the plastic pot. First most important thing is plastic is non-biodegradable material. It takes thousands of years to decompose this material and it's not at all good for our Mother Earth. So we should avoid using plastic. See, I never go and buy plastic pots. Whatever pots I get from nursery, then those pots only I use them. I never buy plastic pots. So it's a bio non-degradable material which is very harmful for environment. So better to avoid using plastic pots. And if you have plastic pots, like I said, from nursery we get so many plastic pots, we can reuse them. These days there are plastic pots available which are recyclable. You can go for such plastic pots. You can just check, it's written over there, recyclable. You can go and buy such pots if you are more into plastic pots. Then another thing is, as I said earlier, plastic is not a porous material. It can't evaporate water or throw out water, moisture from all over. So it needs lots of drainage hole. Only place to remove water is either drainage hole or the top part of the soil from evaporation. So it needs lots of drainage holes. Otherwise what will happen, your soil inside will become soggy. It will retain a lot of water inside it. It will sit in the water and which your plants are not going to like, and it will cause root rot. So it needs lot of drainage holes through which water will come out easily and your plant's soil won't sit in the water for longer time. And as I said, if you are an overwaterer, then plastic is not for you. Overwatering can cause root rot and it may lead your plant to die. Terracotta, it's made up of clay. So first thing is, it is biodegradable material. It decomposes, it gets mixed in the soil very easily. It doesn't have to, Mother Earth doesn't have to worry about it, or it's not going to take thousands of years to decompose this material. It will get mixed easily and it's biodegradable, and which is good for our environment. So we should go for terracotta pots rather than plastic pots. As I said earlier, terracotta is porous material. This is a porous material. So it helps the moisture come out from all over the pot. It's not like it will come out only from drainage hole. So it comes out from all over the pot as the material is very much porous. And another important thing is, it can let the soil pass oxygen throughout because of its porousness, and which is good for roots, which is good for the roots of our plants. Oxygen is really important, and terracotta material helps our plants to get more oxygen as this is the porous material. It's a very much heavy, if you can see, it's very much heavy. That heaviness can be a advantage as well as disadvantage too. See, if I have a plant like this, Monstera deliciosa, which grows taller and which is, the plant as it grows, it becomes heavy. You have taller plants, they are heavy. And if the pot which holding that plant is heavy, it's made up of heavy material, then it's good for that plant. It's not going to fall down, right? If you are using plastic pot for heavy plants, for taller plants, then they can easily fall down, which is not good for plants. So being heavyweight is an advantage as well for terracotta. Basically, it supports your heavyweight, longer plant. Soil in terracotta pot, it dries out faster. So if you are a heavy water, it's helpful for you, as soil in these pots, it's going to dry out faster and you will get to water your plants more often. So you can go for terracotta for that reason. Terracotta is the material which is great for the plants which love to dry out between watering, like cacti or succulents. They love to dry out between watering, so terracotta is the best material for those plants because it dries out faster. Soil dries out faster in terracotta, so it's great for such plants. Then, as I said earlier, terracotta gives beautiful rustic look to your house. See, if you can see the patina gathered over the pot, it looks beautiful. I just love this look and it gives my home a rustic, beautiful look, jungle-like feel. If you are keeping it outside, then algae can also grow on this material, and even that look gives beautiful, rustic and jungle-like feel to your house. So I prefer terracotta. Now let's move on to the cons of terracotta. First most important con is this is heavyweight. If you can see, this planter is too heavy. This size, according to size, weight of the terracotta pot increases. See, this planter is little bit bigger and it's super heavy, and I had watered this plant yesterday only. That's why this one is super heavy right now, and it becomes tough for me to carry it everywhere. While watering, I have to, as I said, I move my plants while watering, so it becomes tough for me to bring them back at their places after watering. So weight is the major issue with terracotta I have faced. Then another thing is, you can't guess if soil is dry or not with the weight of the pot. It will weigh almost the same because the pot's weight is more than soil. So it's going to weigh almost the same even if soil is dry or wet. So you can't guess with terracotta if soil is dry or not by weighing it. By just weighing it, you just have to poke your finger inside to check if soil is dry or not. Finger or stick maybe. Terracotta is expensive than plastic. Plastic is less expensive, it's cheaper than terracotta. Terracotta is a little bit expensive compared to plastic. Comparatively, it's expensive. It does not retain moisture for a longer time. So from my personal experience, I'm telling you, it's not good for humidity loving plants. But I have planted almost all of my plants in terracotta and they're doing great. As I said, only calatheas I have shifted them to plastic, otherwise other plants are doing great in terracotta. But again, it's your personal choice what pot you have to use. It depends on your choice, your house decor, then plant type, what kind of plant you are planting into it, then what kind of person are you, if you are a heavy waterer or if you are an underwaterer. It depends on all these factors. So before buying any kind of pot for your plants, you just consider all these factors and then only you can decide what kind of pot you have to use for your plants. So guys, that's it for today. I'm winding up today's video. I'll see you in the next video with another topic, another plant. Till then, bye. See you. Take care.